Volunteering is key to what we do. The organisation was started back in the 1970s with volunteers, with carers who seen a need obviously for a specific mental health organisation within Northern Ireland. So volunteers bring their own experience, their own skills, and a lot of the time have either direct or indirect experience of mental health themselves, so can understand firsthand what it feels like to be in the client's situation. They also bring a fresh pair of eyes to a service, so they can bring a lot of experience, skills and knowledge to the organisation. Lived experience, in whatever that looks like for the individual, is very important. We have volunteers who have, as I say, came through maybe mental health services themselves and would like to give something back. We also have volunteers who have family members with needs and are currently caring for them. So volunteers come from all walks of life, all ages, but can bring obviously very unique experiences themselves. During COVID, volunteering with MindWise was impacted quite substantially. So we actually did redirect a lot of our volunteers to online roles. So some of our volunteers were providing online creative sessions, for example, crochet, arts and crafts, cookery sessions. So they were confident to sit and really film themselves, and then we were uploading those onto our YouTube channel. Some of our volunteers also provided telephone support to clients. So we provided them with phones in terms of confidentiality and the resources to be able to do that safely. So again, that kept the connection between the volunteer and the client as well. Volunteers continually say to me now, we're so glad to be out and about again, we're so glad to be with people again. But we've been able to keep the likes of the online check-in and chat, so we can do regular Zoom sessions with volunteers that we weren't able to do with before. I can do online training with volunteers, so we're able to get a bigger reach geographically with people if they're able to come to training online rather than meet in a physical space. So although volunteers now are out and about in their own services, they can still join in virtually with peers from across the country as well. We have around 40 active volunteers. Services regularly identify a specific need within their service, so we're always recruiting volunteers. Mainly we would like people to be interested in helping others with mental health difficulties. That's the real passion that we need volunteers to have. Volunteers can give as much or as little time as they want, so they can volunteer on an ad hoc basis. They can come along to a service weekly, monthly, or do one-off events to help, for example, within fundraising. So there's many ways that volunteers can get involved within MindWise.
I have to say MindWise are a great organisation to volunteer with. They're really supportive, but at the same time they can let you do your own thing. They give you autonomy, they trust you, but whenever you need it, the support is always there. There's always someone to talk to, and so I would highly recommend it.
Once the person has come on board, they can avail of our online training courses. So things like safeguarding, professional boundaries, mental health awareness. So even if people are coming with limited experience of mental health, they can all get that extra understanding of mental health and what it looks like within the organisation. So volunteers actually complete the same training courses that staff do. So again, that's a big pull for volunteers, that if they would like a career in mental health, this is certainly a first step to enable them to do that. Reward and recognition is a big part of what we do. We really appreciate the input and the time that volunteers give to all of our services. So we make sure that we celebrate that specifically through our MADE Awards, so our Making a Difference Everyday Awards, which takes place annually. This is an opportunity for clients and staff to nominate volunteers for the great work and the input that they've had to the organisation.
I volunteer to give myself a sense of purpose, something to get out of bed for, something to look forward to. And if I can help just one person in a day, I've done my job. I would just like to give a big thank you to MindWise, because they have lit up my life and made me feel special again.
There's plenty of opportunities within MindWise to enhance your skills and to improve your well-being and your outlook in life.
If a volunteer would like to get involved with MindWise, there are a number of ways that you can get involved. You can go through our website directly. All of our current opportunities are available on mindwisenv.org. We also advertise all of our roles through the Volunteer Now website, through Be Collective, And again, you can sign up to their site and apply online directly as well.